Have you ever wondered why the same patterns keep emerging in your life, stalling your growth and success? The path to emotional freedom is designed to unravel the intricate ways your subconscious mind influences your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Understanding this hidden landscape is crucial for personal development and enhancing emotional intelligence. Through engaging narratives and practical exercises rooted in neuroscience, this book empowers you on a transformative journey of self-discovery and mastery. Prepare to rewire limiting beliefs and embrace a life of freedom and fulfillment. The Path to Emotional Freedom, compiled and published by Limbic Shift. Chapter 1: The Subconscious Mind's Hidden Influence. Have you ever stopped to consider how many of your daily thoughts and actions are guided by invisible forces you cannot fully understand? The subconscious mind plays a pivotal role in shaping your reality, yet many of us remain blissfully unaware of its influence. In this chapter, we will explore the intricate relationship between the subconscious and our emotional landscape, revealing why understanding and harnessing this power is essential for personal growth, success, and overall emotional well-being. Your subconscious is a vast reservoir of memories, beliefs, and habitual responses. It can serve as both ally and adversary on your journey toward emotional freedom. Defining the subconscious mind goes beyond simply acknowledging its existence. It requires understanding its profound impact on our behaviors, motivations, and emotional responses. This part of your mind is often likened to a library housing countless experiences that have shaped who you are today. But unlike a neatly organized bookshelf, this library can harbor chaos and complexity, containing unresolved feelings and limiting beliefs that silently dictate your reactions to life circumstances. As we delve deeper, it becomes clear that unraveling these layers is crucial for emotional intelligence and self-mastery. The true significance of gaining insight into the subconscious mind lies in its direct connection to your emotional state, and consequently personal success. Consider the impact of unresolved trauma or negative experiences stored within. Each thought triggered by an event can create a ripple effect that alters your mood, behavior, and decision-making. Neuroscience shows us that when we understand how our subconscious contributes to emotional loops, patterns where old responses trigger new situations, we empower ourselves to break free from cyclical frustrations. This journey leads us to the bedrock of emotional regulation and resilience. At the core of this exploration lies the limbic system, the brain's emotional center. This intricate network decides how we process and react to emotions, often based on inputs from the subconscious mind. Within this system, structures like the amygdala, responsible for processing fear and pleasure, often engage before our rational thinking kicks in. If past experiences have encoded fear or anxiety as a default response, your subconscious will instinctively call upon these emotions during challenges, inhibiting your ability to respond assertively and rationally. This is why rewiring our thought processes is not merely beneficial. It is essential in forging pathways to success. Neuroplasticity, your brain's remarkable ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections, provides a hopeful backdrop to our self-improvement journey. Through conscious effort, introspection, and tailored practices, you can retrain your brain to cultivate healthier patterns and associations. By understanding and embracing neuroplasticity, you overcome setbacks and tailor a personal narrative that fosters growth and achievement. This insight equips you with an essential tool on the path to self-mastery and emotional regulation. Engaging with your subconscious mind also necessitates reflecting on the beliefs you hold about yourself and the world. Many individuals unknowingly harbor limiting beliefs that inhibit them from pursuing their goals. Unpacking these beliefs allows room for growth and expansion. The ability to pinpoint and challenge the thoughts rooted deep within your psyche creates a vital connection between understanding your emotional triggers and facilitating enlightened behavior. As you learn to navigate the landscape of your subconscious, you will begin to seize control of your responses and create a fulfilling, empowered life. This chapter serves as your foundation, a call to initiate change, and an invitation to explore the untapped potential residing within you. To genuinely harness the power of your subconscious mind, you must engage in practical exercises that facilitate awareness and encourage meaningful change. One powerful technique involves journaling about your emotional triggers. Start by identifying a situation that provokes a strong reaction from you, such as frustration during a conversation. Write down what happened, how you felt, and the thoughts that crossed your mind at that moment. This exercise works because it allows you to externalize emotions and gain insight into your subconscious patterns. For example, reflecting on why a casual comment from a colleague sent you into a spiral could reveal past insecurities tied to criticism. By consistently practicing this, you can cultivate emotional clarity, enhance your relationships, and build resilience. Next, consider engaging in mindfulness meditation. Begin with just 5 minutes each day, focusing on your breath and allowing thoughts to come and go without judgment. By training your mind to observe without immediate reaction, you disrupt old subconscious patterns that cause stress and anxiety. Neuroscientific studies have shown that mindfulness can physically alter brain structures, increasing gray matter in areas associated with emotional regulation and decision-making. Picture yourself facing a challenging moment at work. The clarity following a meditation session allows you to tackle awkward conversations or unexpected feedback with confidence and poise. Another crucial exercise is visualization. Dedicate time each week to visualize yourself successfully handling a situation that typically evokes fear or anxiety, such as public speaking or a challenging interpersonal interaction. Close your eyes and imagine every detail vividly, from the sights and sounds to your own confident portrayal. When you visualize success, you retrain your subconscious, allowing the neural pathways associated with fear to weaken. This powerful technique not only enhances your confidence, but also positions you for success in real-life scenarios, allowing you to approach social situations with clarity and assurance. You can also practice affirmations to reprogram limiting beliefs. Craft 3 positive statements related to a specific area of your life where you struggle, such as, "I am capable of handling difficult conversations with ease." Repeat these affirmations daily, especially when faced with self-doubt. This technique works on the premise that changing your internal dialogue positively influences your subconscious. Relate this to a student preparing for exams. By affirming their capabilities, they reinforce a mindset that fosters focused study and reduces anxiety, ultimately boosting academic performance and self-esteem. Lastly, try exploring the concept of trigger mapping. After acknowledging an emotional reaction, dissect the event to analyze the core beliefs behind it. Write down what exactly triggered your reaction and identify the belief that stemmed from such a response. Maybe it was a recollection of feeling unappreciated from childhood, leading to defensiveness. Recognizing and reframing these beliefs is a transformative step in emotional liberation. This practice leads to deeper connections in relationships as you learn to communicate your needs rather than react defensively. Each of these exercises invites you to step into a place of conscious awareness and encourages the alignment between your subconscious beliefs and desired outcomes. By deliberately engaging in these techniques, you gradually create a resilient mindset that enhances your emotional health. Remember that your journey is not merely about managing reactions, but also about fostering profound connections and deepening your sense of self. Consistently subscribe to my channel, Limbic Shift, for ongoing insights, encouragement, and techniques designed to elevate your self-mastery journey. Embrace this challenge to explore the depth of your subconscious mind and the endless possibilities that await you. Chapter 2. Recognizing emotional chains and patterns. Have you ever found yourself saying or doing something, but later wondered why you reacted that way? Recognizing emotional chains and patterns is essential for breaking free from these automatic responses that can hold us back. This chapter delves into the invisible web of emotional habits that govern your behavior and reveals how a deeper understanding of these patterns can facilitate your personal growth and emotional well-being. By identifying and addressing the emotional chains that bind you, you open the door to a more empowered and fulfilling life. Emotional chains are the automatic responses formed from past experiences, woven into the fabric of your subconscious. Each encounter leaves a mark, whether positive or negative, These experiences shape how we perceive and react to future situations. What's particularly compelling is the deeply ingrained nature of these patterns, often making them invisible until we consciously examine them. When an emotional response occurs, different brain regions spring into action. Notably, the limbic system, responsible for regulating our feelings and emotional responses, plays a crucial role. When you feel angry or anxious, your emotional brain is in the driver's seat, often leading to reactions that diverge significantly from your logical thought processes. Understanding the dynamics of emotional chains is vital for initiating the rewiring process in your brain. Neuroscience indicates that neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to reorganize and form new neural connections throughout life, is a key mechanism at work here. By recognizing the habitual nature of your emotional responses, you set the stage for disrupting and reshaping these patterns through conscious effort. This rewiring is not just an abstract concept, but a powerful principle that can build pathways toward healthier emotional reactions, enhancing your success across various domains in your life. The neuroscience of emotional regulation provides insight into why addressing emotional chains is crucial. When we repress emotions instead of acknowledging them, they may manifest as heightened reactivity, emotional numbness, or even physical health issues. Connecting with these buried emotions helps recalibrate your responsiveness, facilitating healthier interactions with yourself and others. Making this journey from unconscious reactivity to conscious awareness cultivates emotional intelligence and resilience, both of which are essential for thriving in today's complex world. Delving deeper into the nature of emotional chains uncovers the roles of self-awareness, vulnerability, and reflection. Self-awareness is about acknowledging your emotional state without judgment. It essentially acts as the gateway to breaking free from conditioned responses. Vulnerability allows you to explore the feelings that lie beneath surfaces. Accepting that it's okay to feel fear, sadness, or frustration is a strength, not a weakness. Reflection involves not only considering what transpired during emotionally charged moments, but also thinking about the beliefs that formed these reactions over time. This process helps illuminate the paths that create repetitive cycles of emotional conflict in your life. As you begin your journey of recognizing emotional chains and patterns, you'll notice that awareness alone is not enough. It requires ongoing practice and commitment to reflect, respond mindfully, and adjust your thought patterns. Each step you take in this exploration reinforces the brain's neuroplastic potential, allowing you to sculpt a better emotional landscape and ultimately an enriched life experience. Throughout this chapter, consider yourself a detective, unearthing the subtle threads woven into your emotional fabric and seeking to understand their role in your narrative. The discovery may not always be comfortable, but facing these truths sets you on the path toward empowerment and emotional freedom, enabling a more authentic self to emerge. To effectively apply the insights you have gained about recognizing emotional chains and patterns, consider implementing a series of actionable exercises that can amplify your self-awareness and resilience. Begin with mindful observation. Set aside time each day to observe your emotions and reactions without judgment. When an emotional response surfaces, write it down in a journal. Focus on the specific trigger, your immediate feelings, and your physical response. This exercise works because it encourages non-reactive awareness, allowing you to disassociate from the automatic nature of your reactions. Imagine being in a meeting where a colleague dismisses your ideas. Instead of retaliating, you simply note how that remark makes you feel, creating a moment of pause that empowers you to respond more thoughtfully. Next, practice emotional labeling. Every time you feel triggered, take a moment to articulate the emotion you are experiencing. Are you feeling hurt, disappointed, or frustrated? By putting a name to your feelings, you engage the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for rational thought, helping to regulate your emotional responses. Picture yourself telling a friend about a conversation that left you irritated. Instead of spiraling into judgment, labeling your irritation as merely frustration helps you gain control. This clarity enhances communication in your relationships, allowing for more constructive dialogues. Consider introducing a 3-minute breathing technique whenever you feel overwhelmed. Find a quiet space, and with each inhale, focus on positivity, while with each exhale, release tension. Inhale deeply for a count of 4, hold for 4, then exhale for a count of 6. This exercise reduces anxiety and triggers a physiological response in your body that promotes calmness, leveraging the vagus nerve's ability to influence heart rate and emotional regulation. For example, before stepping into a high-stakes conversation, taking a moment to breathe allows you to enter the space grounded and poised, enhancing your confidence and clarity. Recognizing unhelpful belief systems is another crucial step in eliminating emotional chains. Upon reflecting on your triggers, search for underlying beliefs that contribute to your emotional responses. Suppose you often feel anxious during performance reviews. Consider your belief that criticism defines your self-worth. Reframing that belief to "feedback is an opportunity for growth" can radically alter your emotional response when facing a similar situation. This mindset shift not only strengthens your emotional resilience, but also promotes a healthier work approach, focusing on development rather than judgment. Lastly, set small daily intentions around emotional awareness. Each morning, dedicate a moment to consciously decide how you will approach emotional interactions that day. Creating an intention based on self-awareness, such as "Today, I will listen actively in conversations," primes your subconscious and reinforces positive behaviors. As you live out these intentions, you cultivate growth within your relationships, underscoring the significance of intentionality in fostering self-mastery. Integrating these techniques into your daily routine will greatly enhance your understanding of emotional chains, empowering you in the process. The key takeaway is that recognizing your emotional patterns is not a one-time effort. It requires consistent engagement and reflection. Each small action contributes to rewiring your brain toward healthier emotional responses and greater fulfillment. As you embrace this journey of self-discovery, remember to subscribe to my channel, Limbic Shift, where you will find ongoing support and encouragement to deepen your understanding and enhance your emotional resilience. Embrace this transformational journey and unlock the empowered version of yourself waiting to shine. Chapter 3: How Frustration Becomes a Mental Loop. Have you ever felt trapped in an endless cycle of frustration, wondering why you can't break free from the repetitive thoughts and feelings that ensnare you? Understanding how frustration morphs into a mental loop is crucial for unshackling yourself from these automatic emotional responses. In this chapter, we will explore the mechanisms by which frustration perpetuates itself, and how this awareness can catalyze your journey toward emotional freedom and personal growth. Recognizing this loop is the first step in rewriting the narratives that dictate your emotional experience. When we discuss mental loops, we refer to that unbroken cycle of negative thoughts and feelings triggered by specific experiences. This cycle is intricately tied to the subconscious mind, where unresolved emotions reside and influence our behavior without our conscious awareness. Frustration often initiates a chain reaction. A triggering event occurs, leading to feelings of irritation, which then becomes self-reinforcing as we dwell on the initial offense or perceived injustice. The initial wave of frustration might seem manageable, but left unchecked, it spirals into a deeply ingrained pattern of thought that becomes harder to disrupt. The key to unraveling this cycle lies in understanding the connections between emotions and the brain. The limbic system plays a pivotal role in how we process emotions and display reactions. When frustration occurs, structures such as the amygdala respond almost instantaneously, triggering a fight-or-flight response that narrows your focus and limits cognitive clarity. This response can propel you to fixate on the source of your irritation, creating what psychologists term an emotional feedback loop. Instead of recognizing frustration as a fleeting feeling, we often allow it to weave itself into the fabric of our psyche, impacting relationships and decisions in profound ways. The neural pathways associated with these patterns are strengthened through repetition, highlighting the need for proactive emotional regulation to dismantle them effectively. Neuroplasticity, the brain's intrinsic ability to reorganize itself and form new connections, offers hope in the face of frustration-induced mental loops. By consciously bringing awareness to these patterns, you can start to rewire your brain, enabling it to respond differently to negative stimuli. Practicing emotional regulation techniques helps create new neural pathways that circumvent the automatic response of frustration. Research has shown that when you engage in mindfulness and cognitive restructuring, the prefrontal cortex becomes more engaged, allowing for better decision-making and emotional clarity rather than succumbing to knee-jerk reactions. To master the skills necessary to disrupt frustrating mental loops, it's imperative to develop strategies rooted in both self-awareness and emotional intelligence. This involves recognizing personal triggers and the context surrounding them, while also fostering an attitude of compassion toward yourself. When frustration arises, examine the underlying beliefs that may have contributed to this feeling. Often, you may uncover deeply held assumptions that reinforce feelings of inadequacy, anger, or disappointment. Acknowledging and challenging these beliefs is crucial for breaking the cycle. By shining a light on these negative thought patterns, you create a pathway to greater understanding and healing. Moreover, relinquishing the need for control can be a significant catalyst for breaking free from mental loops of frustration that trap many individuals. Frequently, these loops are fueled by a desire to predict outcomes or maintain certain expectations. By embracing vulnerability and allowing for uncertainty, you create space for emotional freedom and adaptability. As you navigate this terrain, keep in mind that every moment of frustration can become an opportunity for reflection and growth. In this chapter, we begin to peel back the layers of frustrating mental loops, illuminating the emotional and neurological landscapes underlying them. By understanding the connection between your emotional responses and brain functioning, you pave the way toward freedom from these constraining cycles. Progress starts when you begin to view frustration not as an insurmountable barrier, but as a signal to dig deeper, assess the beliefs you carry, and ultimately rewrite your emotional journey. Together, we will take the steps necessary to empower you to regain control over your emotional health and rise above frustration's grip. To effectively confront and dismantle the frustrating mental loops we've explored, it's essential to employ practical exercises that can lead to meaningful transformation in your emotional landscape. An effective first step is integrating daily reflection into your routine. Dedicate a few moments at the end of the day to consider instances where you felt frustration arise. Note what triggered your feelings and how your internal narrative unfolded in response. This mindful reflection not only deepens your awareness of emotional patterns, but also reinforces self-understanding. Studies in psychology reveal that journaling encourages cognitive processing, helping you connect the dots between your emotions and behaviors. As an example, if you felt exasperated during a meeting, reflecting afterward might reveal a pattern of feeling dismissed, uncovering a deeper belief about your contribution in group settings. Engaging in this reflective practice cultivates emotional resilience as you become better equipped to recognize and address your triggers. Next, employ a technique called the pause practice. When an emotional response arises, consciously pause for a moment before reacting. As you breathe deeply, count to 5, allowing space for your rational mind to step in. This tactic leverages the brain's ability to delay impulsive reactions by shifting activation toward the prefrontal cortex, enhancing emotional regulation. Imagine confronting an unexpected criticism from your manager. Instead of reacting defensively, this pause enables you to respond thoughtfully, creating an atmosphere of dialogue rather than confrontation. This practice helps you break the chains of automatic responses, fostering healthier interactions in your professional and personal relationships. Next, consider using positive affirmation as a tool for reprogramming negative thought patterns. Craft affirmations that specifically counteract the beliefs contributing to your frustration. For instance, "If I am not valued" frequently echoes in your mind. Shift that narrative by affirming, "My contributions are meaningful and appreciated." Recite these affirmations daily, particularly before emotional scenarios like performance reviews or social gatherings. This technique works on the principle of cognitive reframing, a method supported by social psychology that posits the brain can create new neural pathways with repetition. After practicing affirmations, you may find that the belief in your value becomes stronger, enhancing your confidence and reducing feelings of frustration. Another useful technique is visualization. Spend a few minutes each day imagining how you would ideally respond to frustrating situations. Picture yourself handling a difficult conversation with composure and clarity, acknowledging the feelings without letting them dictate your actions. This mental rehearsal activates the neural pathways in the brain associated with the desired behaviors, making it easier to embody them in real-life situations. For example, if you visualize assertively addressing an issue with a colleague, you train your brain to respond more confidently in similar real-life interactions. Visualization is not solely an artistic expression. It's a powerful psychological tool that enhances self-efficacy and emotional readiness. Finally, practice gratitude as a powerful antidote to frustration. Each evening, write down 3 things you are grateful for from the day. This deliberate act of focusing on the positive helps to counteract the negative loops of frustration that might otherwise dominate your internal dialogue. Neuroscience supports that gratitude activates areas of the brain associated with positive emotions and reduces stress responses. In practical terms, when frustration with a situation escalates, remembering the gratitude you cultivated can provide perspective and levity. Engaging consistently with gratitude improves emotional resilience and fosters a broader, more positive view of daily life's events. As you begin implementing these techniques, remember that mastery takes practice. Each exercise is designed to cultivate awareness and enhance your emotional resilience, enabling you to disrupt the cycle of frustration and form healthier mental habits. Embrace the journey with patience and persistence, and always reflect on the small victories as markers of progress. For ongoing encouragement and insights to support you in this process, subscribe to my channel, Limbic Shift. Together, let's unlock pathways to emotional empowerment and fulfillment in your life. Chapter 4: Rewiring Thought Patterns for Freedom. Have you ever paused to wonder how your thoughts shape your daily experiences and perceptions? Rewiring thought patterns is a foundational skill for transforming the lens through which you view the world, bridging the gap between limiting beliefs and the expansive potential within you. In this chapter, we will explore how to actively reshape the cognitive pathways that dictate your responses to emotions and situations, allowing you to cultivate a more empowered mindset. Understanding the mechanisms behind your thinking can facilitate profound personal growth, setting you on a path toward emotional freedom and overall well-being. The process of rewiring thought patterns involves engaging with the subconscious mind, where many of our habitual thoughts and beliefs reside. These patterns often serve as underlying scripts, silently guiding our expectations and responses to the world around us. By delving deep into this subconscious realm, you can identify the beliefs that may have been unconsciously adopted throughout your life, often as a result of formative experiences. These beliefs can limit your potential and influence your emotional state, leaving you feeling trapped in cycles of negativity. Recognizing that you possess the power to alter these ingrained patterns is crucial because it opens the door to breaking free from self-imposed limitations. Neuroscience provides a compelling backdrop for understanding the importance of this skill. The brain exhibits neuroplasticity, its remarkable ability to reorganize and form new neural connections throughout life. By actively changing and reframing your thoughts and beliefs, you stimulate the brain regions responsible for growth and emotional regulation. For instance, when you replace negative thought patterns with healthier alternatives, you not only dismantle the neural pathways associated with those negative beliefs, but also foster the growth of new, more constructive pathways. The limbic system, which governs emotions, plays a critical role in this process, as the mind rewires itself based on the emotional responses elicited by your thoughts. This ability to provoke change through conscious thought is profound, revealing the extent of your influence on your own brain's functioning. To master the art of rewiring thought patterns, it's important to cultivate essential techniques, starting with awareness. Developing the habit of recognizing when negative thoughts occur is a powerful first step. Often, we operate on autopilot, allowing negative self-talk to become the default without realizing its impact on our mental state. By practicing mindfulness and self-reflection, you can identify these detrimental thought patterns as they arise, giving you the vital space to reconsider and challenge them. For instance, if you find yourself thinking, "I always mess up," reframing that thought to, "I'm learning and growing through every experience," fosters a more constructive narrative. Another crucial technique is the practice of cognitive restructuring. By systematically analyzing your thoughts, you can evaluate their validity. Ask yourself questions like, "Is there evidence to support this thought?" Or "How would I respond to a friend who voiced this belief?" This critical examination opens the door to new interpretations, as many of our negative beliefs stem from inaccurate perceptions of ourselves or our experiences. Furthermore, it's vital to implement positive affirmations as an essential tool for reshaping subconscious beliefs. Affirmations serve to reinforce the new neural pathways your brain is developing as you consciously shift thoughts. By repeating affirmations, you practice positivity and self-acceptance, allowing the reinforcement of these new messages to integrate naturally into your subconscious. In encapsulating this journey of rewiring thought patterns, it's vital to understand that this process is not an overnight solution. It requires persistence, self-compassion, and dedication as you navigate the complexities of your mind. Remember, every effort you make to engage in this practice moves you closer to towering heights of personal growth and emotional resilience. You possess the power to reshape your experience, step into your full potential, and experience true freedom in your thinking. Cherish the small victories along the way, for each one is a testament to your unwavering commitment to self-mastery and transformation. To truly apply the knowledge you've gained about rewiring thought patterns, it is essential to engage in practical exercises that will ground these concepts into your daily life. A powerful first exercise is to initiate a thought diary. Begin this process by dedicating a notebook or a digital document where you will record, at least once a day, your predominant thoughts, especially those that lead to frustration or self-doubt. As you write, take note of any patterns that arise and reflect on the situations that triggered these thoughts. This exercise works because it creates external accountability and awareness, making the subconscious more conscious. For instance, if you often think, "I'll never be good at this," when faced with a challenge, logging this thought and the context reveals not only the repetition, but allows you the opportunity to address its underlying belief. This practice enhances clarity and builds emotional resilience by helping you separate facts from the often subjective narratives you create. Another effective method involves the reframe challenge. Identify a negative thought you frequently encounter, such as, "I am a failure," and actively work to reframe it. Ask yourself, what evidence do I have to support this thought? Or, what would I tell a friend in the same situation? Begin restructuring it to something more constructive, like, "I am learning and improving with each experience." This exercise encourages cognitive flexibility by using evidence-based reasoning against your negative thoughts. By engaging in this dialogue with yourself, you bypass the negativity bias, a psychological tendency to give more weight to negative experiences, and foster a tradition of positive self-talk. For example, consider how someone learning to play an instrument might initially feel overwhelmed, but with practice and reframing their thoughts, begins to celebrate small victories and progress rather than focusing solely on perceived failures. Incorporating an affirmation routine is another impactful technique. Devise a set of positive affirmations that resonate with you, such as, "I am capable of overcoming challenges." Repeat these affirmations morning and night, preferably in front of a mirror. Research in psychology shows that affirmations can activate areas of the brain associated with reward processing, serving to reinforce self-worth and confidence. Imagine preparing for a presentation. Saying affirmations while visualizing success can significantly diminish anxiety and recalibrate your mental framework towards achievement. This practice not only builds confidence, but has a cascading positive effect on your emotional well-being and relationships as people respond warmer to self-assuredness. A fourth exercise is to utilize visualization techniques tailored to overcoming challenges. Spend time vividly imagining how you would optimally respond to a frustrating situation, envisioning every detail, from how you stand to the words you choose. This mental rehearsal prepares your brain for encountering similar real-life experiences, boosting your chances of success. Studies in neuroscience highlight that active visualization activates similar neural pathways as actual experience, which readies your emotional state and response strategies. Picture yourself navigating a tense dialogue with a colleague, calmly conveying your perspective while remaining receptive to theirs. Through consistent practice, these new routes of thought will become easier to access when real-life frustrations arise. Finally, practice gratitude journaling as a daily ritual. Each evening, jot down 3 specific things that you are grateful for from that day. Engaging in gratitude shifts your focus from negative patterns to positive reflections, fostering a mindset conducive to growth and joy. Neuroscience indicates that gratitude activates the brain's reward centers, releasing neurotransmitters like dopamine. When evaluating your day and assimilating these positive experiences, you reinforce a more optimistic perspective that contrasts the loops associated with frustration. If you find yourself caught in a negative spiral, recalling moments of gratitude provides a powerful tool for emotional regulation and clarity. As you incorporate these exercises into your routine, remember that consistency is paramount. The journey of rewiring thought patterns is not without its challenges, yet every effort you make lays the groundwork for a more fulfilling life. As you embrace these methods, you move closer to emotional freedom and self-realization. For continued guidance and insights that will inspire your journey, subscribe to my channel, Limbic Shift, and join a community dedicated to growth and transformation. Engaging in these exercises empowers you to break free from old patterns, fostering resilience, confidence, and clarity in every aspect of your life. Chapter 5. Breaking Emotional Barriers with Awareness. Have you ever felt held back by invisible barriers that prevent you from responding to life's challenges authentically? Breaking emotional barriers through awareness is not only transformative, but essential for authentic living. As we delve into this chapter, we will explore how recognizing and understanding these barriers is the key to unlocking your emotional potential. Awareness acts as a powerful catalyst for change, enabling you to confront deeply rooted feelings that may distort your perception and lead to automatic negative reactions. By illuminating these emotional barriers, you empower yourself to break free from the constraints they impose on your interactions and experiences. Emotional barriers are often the product of past experiences and subconscious beliefs that create a protective layer around your psyche. These barriers can manifest as self-doubt, fear of rejection, or the instinct to withdraw in the face of conflict. Understanding their origins can facilitate profound emotional healing and growth. They frequently stem from early life experiences, where protective mechanisms develop to shield us from hurt, but they can also lead to isolation and misunderstanding if left unchecked. Addressing these barriers involves engaging with your subconscious, retraining your mind to reframe and develop a healthier emotional response pattern. The significance of breaking through these emotional barriers is underscored by neuroscience and psychology. The brain operates through interconnected systems where the limbic system governs emotions. When emotional barriers activate, the amygdala often triggers a fight-or-flight response, causing knee-jerk reactions that inhibit authentic expression. This instinctual reaction clouds judgment, leading to misunderstandings or conflict in relationships. To enhance emotional regulation, it is necessary to bring mindfulness into the equation. Studies show that practicing mindfulness can alter the way our brains respond to emotional stressors, allowing the prefrontal cortex, involved in reasoning and judgment, to play a more significant role in our reactions. By grounding yourself in awareness, you transition from an instinctual reactionary state to one that is reflective and composed. Essential to dismantling emotional barriers is the practice of self-inquiry. This involves asking yourself important questions each time you encounter an emotional reaction. A simple but powerful question, such as, "What am I really feeling?" can lead you to uncover hidden emotions driving your behavior. Perhaps a friend's straightforward feedback triggers a fierce defensive response, prompting you to reflect on whether an old belief of inadequacy is influencing your reaction. This insight grants you the power to challenge these automated responses, facilitating more meaningful conversations and deepening connections with those around you. Another impacting technique is active listening. When engaged in conversations, especially challenging ones, consciously focus on understanding the other person's perspective rather than preparing your counter-argument. This approach shifts your intention from self-defense to genuine understanding and empathy, inviting a cooperative dialogue instead of conflict. Research suggests that active listening not only fosters connection, but also promotes emotional safety, a critical factor in dissolving emotional barriers. In practice, this means that during a heated discussion with a coworker, rather than allowing your automatic thoughts to dominate, you consciously embrace a listening posture that acknowledges their feelings and views while validating your own. Moreover, visualizing emotional freedom can serve as a potent tool for breaking through barriers. Picture yourself unencumbered by self-doubt or fear in various situations. The more vividly you can create these visualizations mentally, the more likely you are to engage with those emotions less defensively. Neuroscience indicates that mental imagery activates similar brain regions as actual experience, which can condition your emotional responses positively during actual encounters. If you envisage stepping onto a stage to speak without hesitation, the power of this visualization can translate into real-life courage and confidence. Ultimately, breaking emotional barriers with awareness is about creating a lifestyle rooted in understanding and empathy for yourself and others. This practice fosters healthier relationships, enhances emotional intelligence, and leads to improved overall well-being. As you work diligently on building awareness of your emotional barriers, remember from each effort, a new path of self-discovery and self-compassion emerges, inviting emotional freedom and authenticity into your life. Embrace this opportunity as part of your journey to self-mastery. Together, we'll navigate these emotional landscapes, cultivating greater awareness to unlock the ability to engage fully and unreservedly in your life. To effectively apply the principles of breaking emotional barriers through awareness, consider engaging in a series of practical exercises designed to cultivate deeper understanding and responsiveness in your emotional world. A valuable first exercise is the practice of emotion labeling. Begin by noticing your feelings as they arise throughout the day. When you experience a strong emotional response, whether frustration, anxiety, or joy, stop for a moment and label the emotion. You might say to yourself, "I feel frustrated," or "I am anxious right now." This technique works because it shifts your emotional experience into the realm of awareness, allowing you to engage the rational part of your brain rather than being overwhelmed by instinctual reactions. For example, if a friend cancels plans and you feel disappointed, taking the moment to label that emotion provides clarity, helping you process rather than suppress your feelings. This practice not only leads to enhanced emotional regulation, but also strengthens your overall self-awareness, contributing to personal growth and healthier interactions. Another powerful exercise is the grateful reflection technique. Each evening, take a moment to reflect on the events of your day, consciously searching for at least 3 things you are grateful for, however small they may be. Write them down in a gratitude journal. This method works because focusing on positive experiences activates the brain's reward system, which can directly counteract feelings of frustration or negativity. Imagine returning home after a long, challenging day. By reflecting on the friendly smile of a coworker, a productive meeting, or even a satisfying cup of tea, you shift your emotional landscape away from barriers rooted in apathy or irritation. This exercise fosters a greater emotional resilience and nurtures a more compassionate outlook towards yourself and others. Next, consider practicing mindful breathing as a means to foster a state of emotional awareness. Find a quiet spot where you can sit comfortably. Take a deep breath in for a count of 4, hold it for 4, and slowly exhale for 6. Repeat this cycle several times while paying close attention to how your body feels with each breath. This exercise works by activating the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps calm and focus your mind. Picture yourself in a heated meeting where tensions run high. Capturing a moment to practice mindful breathing allows you to regain composure, fostering clarity and a more thoughtful response instead of giving in to defensiveness. Such engagement strengthens emotional regulation and enhances your capacity to face challenges without being overwhelmed. Another valuable technique is to engage in an emotional check-in throughout the day. Set a reminder on your phone 3 times a day to pause and assess your emotional state. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? And what caused this feeling? This method encourages introspection, aligning your current emotional state with consciousness. For example, if you realize during a check-in that you feel anxious about an upcoming deadline, acknowledging that feeling empowers you to devise plans to tackle the task, rather than allowing anxiety to hang over you like a cloud. This reinforces a proactive mindset and encourages you to optimize your emotional responses. Finally, establish a vision board focusing on your personal emotional goals. Take some time to gather images, quotes, or words that resonate with emotional freedom and resilience. Place these visuals in a space you frequent, reinforcing positive identification of who you strive to become. This technique works by harnessing the brain's power of visualization, where imaging your goals engages the same neural pathways as actually experiencing them. If you visualize yourself confidently expressing your needs in relationships, for instance, you create an emotional reference point that guides actual behavior, enhancing interactions with confidence and authenticity. As you explore and implement these exercises into your routine, remember there's transformative power in the act of becoming aware of your emotions and consciously redefining their impact in your life. Breaking emotional barriers is not merely a task, it's an invitation to explore the depths of your emotional intelligence and embrace a fuller connection with yourself and those around you. Keep in mind that every effort you make is a step toward greater clarity, confidence, and resilience. For ongoing guidance and inspiration, subscribe to my channel Limbic Shift, where you will find a supportive community eager to join you on this journey of self-discovery and empowerment. Embrace the power of awareness as you unlock the potential to transform your emotional landscape and enrich your connections. Chapter 6: Transforming Triggers into Empowerment. Have you ever noticed how specific situations or words can instantly activate strong emotions long after the triggering event has passed? Transforming triggers into opportunities for empowerment is an essential skill that allows you to reclaim control over your emotions and reactions. This chapter explores the interplay between external triggers and your inner emotional landscape, emphasizing the importance of understanding these dynamics as essential for achieving personal growth and emotional resilience. When you learn to address and transform your triggers, you dismantle the automatic responses that have likely dictated your life up to this point, moving toward a more empowered state of being. At its core, this concept is intricately connected to the subconscious mind, where many of your emotional responses originate. Your subconscious is a product of experiences, beliefs, and memories, and it often dictates how you perceive and react to the world. Triggers are essentially links to these stored emotions, activating responses that stem from past encounters. Recognizing this relationship allows you to see your triggers not just as sources of stress or discomfort, but as catalysts for change and growth. Every time you encounter a trigger, there lies an opportunity to pause, assess, and respond in a manner that aligns with your goals, rather than reverting to an old script. Understanding the neuroscience behind triggers is crucial for mastering this skill. The limbic system, responsible for processing emotions, plays a vital role in how triggers affect your behavior. When a trigger surfaces, the amygdala jumps into action, often eliciting strong emotional reactions that can cloud judgment. This rapid response may cause frustration, fear, or anxiety, which leads to a cascade of automatic thoughts and behaviors that are far removed from your core values or aspirations. To counter this, developing awareness around your triggers enables the prefrontal cortex, the brain region associated with rational thought, to engage, empowering you to make conscious choices about your responses. Embracing neuroplasticity allows for the reconstruction of your emotional pathways. Each time you recognize a trigger, you create an opportunity to reinforce new neural pathways that align with empowered responses. For instance, the next time someone's dismissive comment triggers feelings of inadequacy, consciously directing your focus away from the hurtful words to a strategic acknowledgement of your worth transforms that moment from a potential spiral into a chance for growth. Allowing yourself to rewire your brain through consistent practice endorses resilience and fortitude in the face of challenges. To effectively transform triggers into moments of empowerment, there are several essential practices you can adopt. First, engage in introspective reflection. After encountering a trigger, journal about your feelings and what you believe the trigger represents. This practice drives insight into the deeper motivations or insecurities at play, bringing light to aspects of yourself that may otherwise remain obscured. By unpacking the emotional baggage that accompanies triggers, you promote increased self-awareness and understanding. Furthermore, consciously reframe your thoughts surrounding triggers. When confronted with a trigger, instead of resigning yourself to the automatic negative emotions that arise, practice reframing your narrative to affirm your strength and competency. For example, in the face of criticism, telling yourself, "This feedback helps me grow," repositions the trigger as a tool for empowerment rather than a setback. This mindset transformation supports cognitive resilience, as it allows you to build an inner foundation where fear and anxiety can no longer dominate. Additionally, practice behavioral exposure to triggers in a controlled manner. This doesn't mean seeking discomfort, but instead gradually introducing aspects of your triggers into safe environments allows desensitization, making those triggers feel less overwhelming over time. If social gatherings make you anxious due to public scrutiny, attending smaller gatherings can enable you to face your fears without risking emotional paralysis. In conclusion, transforming triggers into empowerment requires a conscious effort to engage with your emotional landscape actively. Each trigger serves as a potential starting point for redefining your emotional responses. As you cultivate this skill of awareness, you foster a profound sense of emotional freedom and resilience, enhancing your overall quality of life. As you progress in this journey, take pride in your willingness to confront and transform the very elements of your life that once triumphed over you. The path toward empowerment lies within your ability to embrace and redefine the triggers that resound throughout your experience. To effectively harness the power of transforming triggers into empowerment, it's essential to engage in practical exercises that can be integrated into your daily life. One fundamental exercise is to develop a trigger journal. Start by dedicating a small notebook to document instances when you experience emotional triggers. Each time you are triggered, note the situation, your immediate emotional response, and any thoughts that arise. By repeatedly writing down these experiences, you create a tangible record that helps uncover patterns and themes in your emotional responses. This technique works because it enhances your self-awareness and fosters reflection, allowing you to identify underlying beliefs and fears rooted in past experiences. For instance, if you often feel invalidated when someone dismisses your ideas, recording that situation in your journal clears space to uncover childhood experiences that may have influenced your belief in your own voice. Over time, this exercise not only deepens your understanding of your triggers, but also encourages empowerment as you gain control over your emotional narratives. Another powerful method involves engaging in deep breathing exercises when faced with a trigger. When you notice a trigger arising, pause and take deep, intentional breaths. Inhale deeply for a count of 4, hold for 4, and then exhale slowly for 6 counts. This practice calms the nervous system and shifts the brain's focus, allowing the prefrontal cortex to activate, promoting rational thinking over knee-jerk emotional responses. For example, if a colleague's abrupt feedback causes anxiety, practicing deep breathing before responding allows you to approach the conversation with greater composure and clarity. Neuroscience studies indicate that deep breathing positively affects mood regulation while reducing the adrenaline response triggered by stressful situations. Integrating this simple yet effective practice into your emotional toolkit enhances your ability to navigate triggers with grace and empowerment. Next, consider utilizing positive affirmations tailored to your triggers. Identify specific affirmations that counteract the negative emotions associated with your trigger. Phrases like, "I am worthy of respect," or "I can handle feedback constructively." Recite these affirmations aloud, particularly when confronted with situations that would ordinarily elicit a strong emotional reaction. This exercise reinforces positive thinking habits and promotes self-compassion while quieting the inner critic. Research in psychology supports the effectiveness of affirmations in creating neural pathways that support positive self-regard. For instance, if public speaking makes you anxious, repeating an affirmation like, "I communicate clearly and confidently," instills a sense of empowerment, redirecting your focus from fear to capability. Over time, this practice reshapes your internal narrative, allowing for increased confidence in emotional situations. A fourth effective exercise is to practice exposure by slowly and deliberately putting yourself in situations that trigger you, but in a controlled and manageable manner. Start by identifying a less intense trigger and expose yourself to that scenario gradually. For example, if social gatherings trigger feelings of inadequacy, aim to attend smaller events where you can interact deeply rather than becoming overwhelmed in large crowds. The gradual exposure desensitizes you to the trigger while reinforcing a sense of achievement. Behavioral psychology indicates that repeated exposure to fears can enable you to respond with reduced anxiety. Therefore, your gradual participation in social settings fosters emotional resilience and builds confidence, equipping you with the tools to manage more challenging situations. Finally, visualization may serve as a powerful method for preemptively reframing triggers. Set aside quiet time to visualize yourself successfully navigating scenarios that usually provoke strong emotional reactions. Picture yourself facing a trigger, remaining calm and composed while articulating your thoughts effectively. Visualizing success activates similar neural pathways as experiencing that success, therefore preparing your mind for real-life encounters. For instance, if you anticipate a difficult conversation with a supervisor, picture yourself engaging confidently and articulately expressing your thoughts. Neuroscience underscores the effectiveness of visualization in mastering stress responses and fostering adaptive emotional regulation. By consistently practicing visualization, you strengthen your emotional resilience and empower yourself to face triggers with confidence. As you delve deeper into these exercises, remember that your journey of transforming triggers into empowerment requires ongoing practice and patience. With consistent application, you will notice gradual shifts in your emotional landscape, leading to greater clarity, confidence, and emotional resilience. Embrace these opportunities for growth and insight, knowing that each small step contributes to a more empowered and authentically responsive version of yourself. For continued support and resources on this journey, subscribe to my channel, Limbic Shift, where you will find a wealth of insights to help enhance your emotional intelligence and personal growth. Engaging with these exercises and insights not only enriches your life, but also paves the way for deeper emotional well-being and success. Chapter 7. Shifting Limiting Beliefs into Strength. Have you ever stopped to consider how your beliefs shape your reality? Shifting limiting beliefs into strengths is not just a skill. It's an essential mindset that can fundamentally change the trajectory of your life. In this chapter, we will explore how identifying and transforming these hidden beliefs creates powerful new pathways for emotional growth, success, and self-motivation. Limiting beliefs often anchor us in a mire of self-doubt, a subconscious script consistently playing in the background, urging us to play small or avoid risks. Understanding how to shift these beliefs empowers you to foster resilience and push beyond the frameworks that have previously confined you. At the core of this process is understanding the subconscious mind and its influence on your belief systems. Limiting beliefs, which are often formed in childhood or developed through societal messages, integrate into the very foundation of how you perceive yourself and your capabilities. These beliefs can be anything from "I am not good enough" to "success comes at the cost of happiness." Typically unchallenged, they shape your thoughts, feelings, and actions repeatedly, paving the way for automatic negative self-evaluations. When you learn to confront and reframe these beliefs, you unlock the door to a greater reality, one where confidence flourishes and new opportunities emerge. The importance of addressing limiting beliefs goes beyond a mere desire for change. It fundamentally affects various aspects of your life, including success in your career and fulfillment in your relationships. Neuroscience illuminates the brain's capacity for change through neuroplasticity, showing that by actively reshaping your thinking patterns, you can create new neural pathways. The amygdala, which processes threat response, plays a significant role in how limiting beliefs affect your behavior. When limiting beliefs trigger a sense of unworthiness or fear, the amygdala wires strong responses that may hinder your performance, whether in the workplace or in social situations. By shifting these beliefs, you engage the prefrontal cortex, enabling conscious thought and enhancing emotional regulation, which contributes to overall well-being. To master the art of shifting limiting beliefs into strengths, it is vital to engage in a few critical practices. The first is self-awareness. The journey begins by recognizing the limiting beliefs that you hold. Start by tuning into your self-talk and reflecting on areas of your life where you feel stuck. What thoughts repeatedly emerge when you face obstacles? By identifying specific phrases or beliefs that arise, you create clarity in your emotional landscape. For instance, if you often think, "I can't handle public speaking," recognizing this thought is the first step toward dismantling its power over you. Once you have identified your beliefs, the next step is cognitive restructuring, which involves evaluating the validity of these beliefs. Challenge the inherent truth of your limiting belief by asking yourself, is this belief actually true? Or, what evidence do I have that negates this belief? For example, if you believe you are not a good leader, recall instances where your leadership qualities have positively influenced others. Collecting evidence against these beliefs starts to dismantle their authority over your thoughts and actions. Psychological research supports the effectiveness of this approach, demonstrating how reframing thoughts can weaken their hold and create a more nuanced understanding of reality. Visualization also plays an important role in shifting limiting beliefs. Dedicate time each day to picturing a future where you have embraced your strengths and transcended limiting beliefs. Imagine navigating a typically daunting situation, such as delivering a presentation or asking for a promotion, filled with confidence and assurance. This practice is invaluable, as visualization activates the same neural networks involved in the actual experience, fostering familiarity and comfort with new concepts of self. By picturing yourself succeeding, you retrain your brain to respond to opportunities rather than threats, enhancing adaptability and resilience. Another powerful method for changing limiting beliefs is to employ positive affirmations. Craft statements that reinforce your strengths and counter your negative beliefs, such as, "I am capable of growth and success." Repeat these affirmations daily, integrating them into your routine contextually in times of challenge. Such repetition facilitates the creation of new neural pathways, gradually shrinking the influence of your limiting beliefs. By openly declaring and affirming your capabilities, you take proactive steps towards solidifying these new belief structures. As you delve into the transformative process of shifting limiting beliefs into strengths, remember that this journey requires effort and humility. Each step forward amplifies your emotional intelligence and liberates your potential. Embrace the process, stay committed to nurturing positive affirmations, and witness the unfolding of your expanded self. In doing so, you position yourself on the path to achieving your goals and living a rich and fulfilling life. Your beliefs are not immutable. They are the key to unlocking your true potential. Embrace this journey of self-discovery and liberation, and emerge empowered to redefine your voice, value, and future. To effectively internalize the concept of shifting limiting beliefs into strengths, engaging in actionable exercises will empower you to implement what you've learned and drive real changes in your life. One impactful exercise is the belief reflection method. Start by taking a few quiet moments to identify one specific limiting belief you hold. Once you've pinpointed this belief, write it down clearly. Then reflect on 2 or 3 instances in your life that contradict this belief. For example, if your limiting belief is, "I am not a good communicator," Recall times when you effectively conveyed your ideas or received positive feedback. This technique works by providing concrete evidence against your limiting belief, making it easier to challenge. As you sift through your past experiences, you reconstruct your self-perception, building confidence and clarity. Understanding that this new assembly of evidence exists within you enhances the resilience required for both personal and professional growth. Another strong exercise involves crafting and reciting personal affirmations. Start by selecting 2 or 3 empowering statements that resonate with your goals and identities, such as, "I am worthy of success," or "I express myself clearly and confidently." Find a time each day, like in the morning or before a significant event, to recite these affirmations aloud. Neuroscience shows that repeating positive affirmations can influence brain networks linked to motivation and success. They initiate positive changes not only in your self-perception, but also in your interactions with others. Imagine preparing for an important presentation. As you affirm your capability, the initial nerves subside, replaced by a burgeoning self-assurance that is contagious to your audience. This simple yet profound practice can significantly enhance your confidence and emotional resilience, allowing you to navigate life's challenges with a greater sense of self-worth. Engaging in cognitive dissonance exercises is yet another effective method. Begin by intentionally placing yourself in situations that trigger your limiting beliefs. For instance, if you believe, "I am not good enough to lead a team," volunteer to take charge of a small group project at work. As you face this cognitive dissonance, juxtapose your limiting belief against the harsh reality of your growth opportunities. When you succeed, document the experience and repeat this practice, as the absence of failure reinforces your emerging belief in your capabilities. Psychological research indicates that confronting and integrating opposing beliefs creates mental flexibility and facilitates advantageous emotional breakthroughs. In doing so, you gradually rewire the narratives that once restricted you, replacing them with a framework that aligns with your true potentials. Additionally, consider implementing gratitude journaling as a daily ritual. Dedicate a few minutes to write down 3 things you are grateful for each day, paying special attention to instances related to your growth and self-perception. This practice works by shifting your focus from perceived inadequacies to the abundance and achievements already present in your life, fostering a mindset of optimism and possibility. For example, recalling a compliment from a colleague about your presentation skills encourages a greater appreciation for your abilities, effectively countering limiting beliefs. Over time, maintaining this mindset significantly enhances overall emotional resilience, allowing you to face future challenges with a more appreciative and open heart. Lastly, visualization can serve as a powerful transformative tool. Spend a few quiet moments each day imagining yourself successfully embodying the qualities you wish to cultivate. Whether you envision yourself confidently asserting your ideas in a meeting, or enjoying the rush of successfully tackling a challenging task, this mental exercise activates the brain's neural pathways responsible for those desired behaviors. As you visualize these scenarios, your brain approximates real experiences, boosting your eventual performance in those situations. Engaging in visualization heightens both emotional intelligence and self-awareness, and seeing yourself succeed reinforces the new beliefs you are striving to adopt. In conclusion, as you dive into these exercises, reflect upon how shifting your limiting beliefs deepens your connection to yourself and others. Each effort you make builds a foundation upon which newfound strengths emerge, empowering you to redefine your narrative and thrive in various zones of your life. Engage consistently with these strategies, knowing that you are far more capable than your past beliefs suggest. For more insights and continued motivation on your journey toward self-mastery, subscribe to my channel, Limbic Shift, where you will find support and a community passionate about growth and transformation. Embrace this opportunity, take action, and witness the profound impact you can make by reshaping your limiting beliefs into extraordinary strengths. Chapter 8. Healing the Emotional Brain's Reactions. Have you ever wondered why certain memories or experiences can trigger intense emotional responses long after the event itself? Healing the emotional brain's reactions is a pivotal skill that allows you to regain control over your feelings and cultivate a greater sense of emotional well-being. This chapter will delve into the complex interactions between memory, emotions, and healing, illustrating how to navigate the intricate workings of the emotional brain to transform your responses to past experiences. Understanding this process can equip you with the knowledge necessary to rewrite your emotional future and improve your overall mental health. At the heart of this topic lies the emotional brain, where memories influence emotional responses through established neural pathways. Experiences, particularly those that are emotionally charged, can create lasting impressions in the subconscious mind, leading to automatic reactions in similar circumstances. The limbic system, which encompasses structures such as the amygdala and hippocampus, plays a central role in this dynamic. The amygdala is particularly involved in processing fear and emotional memories, while the hippocampus assists in contextualizing these memories. When triggered, these regions can activate emotional responses that may not always align with your current reality, resulting in distress or anxiety. Recognizing how these mechanisms operate equips you with the tools necessary for healing. Healing the emotional brain's reactions is crucial for personal growth, success, and emotional well-being, offering transformative benefits. Rewiring the emotional pathways that dictate automatic responses enables you to approach life's challenges with a fresh perspective. Neuroscience reveals that neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize and form new connections, plays a fundamental role in this healing process. By actively engaging in practices aimed at emotional healing, you can dismantle the rigid frameworks under which you have previously operated, fostering greater adaptability and emotional resilience. Essential to mastering the concept of healing emotional responses is the practice of mindfulness. By cultivating present-moment awareness, you enable yourself to observe your thoughts and feelings without judgment. This awareness acts as a buffer against automatic reactions, allowing you to respond to triggers in a more conscious manner. For example, during a heated discussion, practicing mindfulness allows you to pause and reconnect with the present moment, rather than succumbing to emotional unrest. This mindful approach has been scientifically shown to contribute to emotional regulation, as it enhances connectivity between the amygdala and prefrontal cortex. Through consistent practice, mindfulness can mitigate the intensity of emotional reactions and lead to greater emotional stability. Another important avenue for healing involves engaging in expressive writing. By setting aside time to write about your emotions and experiences, you give voice to unresolved feelings and create a space for reflection. Writing allows you to process painful memories collaboratively, helping you to reframe and integrate them into your narrative. Psychological studies show that expressive writing can lead to reduced symptoms of anxiety and provide clarity after emotional distress. Imagine confronting a painful memory from your past. By articulating your thoughts on paper, you provide the opportunity for healing conversations with yourself, an essential step toward reprocessing emotional pain. Imagery and visualization techniques also play a significant role in healing. Picture yourself conducting a calm and empowering dialogue with that younger version of yourself who experienced the emotional upset. Through visualization, you can address old fears and offer reassurance, bringing the calming presence of your current self into those past moments. This practice activates similar neural pathways associated with the original experiences, yet introduces a novel perspective for healing. By delivering compassion to your past self, you begin altering the emotional responses that have historically held sway over your life. Incorporating emotional regulation strategies like deep breathing can further facilitate healing. When confronted with emotional triggers, taking a moment to breathe deeply, focusing on slow, intentional breaths, can activate the body's relaxation response. This practice can diminish the intensity of the emotional reaction provoked by a trigger, promoting a sense of calm and clarity that empowers more thoughtful responses. Studies have shown that conscious breathing reduces anxiety and stress, enabling you to reclaim agency in emotionally charged situations. As you navigate your journey toward healing emotional reactions, remember that this process unfolds at your pace and requires patience. Each practice offers not just tools for healing, but pathways to a deeper understanding of yourself and the intricate systems that govern your emotions. Embrace this transformative journey, and you will significantly enhance your capacity to build authentic connections and enjoy a more fulfilling life. Each step you take in this process is a step toward greater emotional mastery and resilience, underlining your commitment to embracing your emotional experiences fully and holistically. To effectively apply the insights on healing the emotional brain's reactions, consider engaging in several actionable exercises designed to foster understanding and mastery over your emotional responses. One critical exercise is the emotional check-in. Start by setting aside a few minutes each day to observe and document your emotions throughout different situations. Use a dedicated journal and note the specific emotion you feel, what triggered it, and how you responded. This practice works because it cultivates self-awareness, allowing you to identify patterns in your emotional triggers and reactions over time. For instance, if you discover that you consistently feel anxious before team meetings, writing about your experience helps you recognize this trigger moment, giving you a clearer perspective on its relevance in your current life. Gradually, this recognition enables you to regain control and choose more constructive responses, ultimately enhancing your emotional resilience in both personal and professional interactions. Another powerful exercise is reframing negative thoughts. To implement this technique, choose a persistent negative thought that surfaces during emotional triggers. Write it at the top of a page, and beneath it, brainstorm alternative, more positive, or constructive interpretations of that thought. For example, if you think, "I always fail at my job," reframe it to, "I embrace challenges as opportunities to learn and grow." This technique works by creating cognitive flexibility, allowing you to shift your perspective rather than dwelling on negativity, thus breaking the cycle of automatic negative thought patterns. Engage in this exercise particularly before facing stressful situations, such as performance reviews or important presentations. By reframing these beliefs, you build a foundation for enhanced confidence and opener communication in your relationships with coworkers and friends. Mindful meditation is also an excellent method to heal the emotional brain's reactions effectively. Begin by finding a quiet space. Set a timer for 5 to 10 minutes. Close your eyes and focus on your breath, allowing your thoughts to rise and fall without engaging with them. This practice activates the brain's neural pathways related to emotional regulation, reducing stress by promoting a mindful state that empowers you to observe emotions rather than react to them automatically. For instance, if a frustrating situation arises during your day, that initial anchor in meditation will assist your reaction by grounding you in awareness rather than distress. This awareness ultimately leads to clearer decision-making and enhances your ability to navigate challenges with calm judgment. Another transformative exercise involves visualizing your emotional response. Picture yourself in a potentially triggering scenario, but instead of imagining the usual outcome, visualize how you would like to respond effectively. For example, foresee yourself approaching a confrontation calmly and expressing yourself assertively while maintaining respect. Visualizing this desired outcome activates the same brain pathways associated with real experiences. As a result, engaging in this mental rehearsal prepares you emotionally and mentally to handle similar scenarios effectively in reality. This technique not only fosters confident responses, but also positively rewires your neural pathways, promoting healthier emotional reactions when presented with challenging situations in the real world. Finally, embrace the practice of self-compassion as a vital component of healing. Start by acknowledging your emotions during distress without judgment, reminding yourself that it is okay to feel this way. Engage in positive self-talk and affirmations by repeating phrases like, "I am worthy of love and kindness," including toward myself. Self-compassion bolsters emotional well-being by reducing self-criticism, which can hinder your healing process. Research in psychology shows that practicing self-compassion can lead to reductions in stress and mental health symptoms while promoting resilience and emotional regulation. By fostering a compassionate mindset, you nurture your emotional energy, creating space for rejuvenation and recovery. As you apply these exercises, remember that the journey of healing your emotional brain reactions requires persistence and self-understanding. Each step forward enhances your ability to navigate emotional landscapes, leading to deeper connections and stronger relationships. Embrace this unique journey of self-discovery and emotional growth, knowing that your efforts will cultivate enriching experiences and greater fulfillment in your life. For ongoing guidance and inspiration, subscribe to my channel, Limbic Shift, where you can access a wealth of tools and insights designed to support and empower your journey. Engage fully with each exercise, transforming your emotional responses and enhancing your connection with both yourself and others. Your willingness to heal is the key to unlocking a life filled with strength, clarity, and emotional freedom. Chapter 9. Mastering Inner Peace Through Reprogramming. Have you ever experienced a moment of profound calm, only to have it shattered by a single thought or external event? Mastering inner peace through reprogramming is not merely a skill, it is a vital mindset that enables you to cultivate serenity amidst the chaos of life. As we navigate this chapter, we will explore the fundamental techniques behind emotional reprogramming and how they can contribute to a more stable and peaceful existence. The ability to reclaim your inner peace allows you to respond thoughtfully to external stimuli rather than react impulsively, fostering a sense of control and agency in your life. The concept of reprogramming your mind relates closely to the subconscious, where many ingrained beliefs and automatic responses reside. Inner turmoil often arises from deeply rooted patterns formed through past experiences, trauma, or repetitive negative thoughts. When these automatic responses dictate your feelings and reactions, achieving a tranquil state of mind can feel elusive. By consciously engaging in practices designed to rewire these thought patterns, you begin to create a mental environment conducive to peace. This process aligns with the principles of neuroplasticity, the brain's remarkable ability to adapt and form new neural pathways in response to new experiences, thoughts, and learning. When you focus on cultivating positive experiences and emotional resilience, you strengthen the areas of your brain responsible for self-regulation and cognitive clarity, ultimately diminishing anxiety and fostering a more peaceful outlook. Understanding how inner peace affects your personal growth, success, and emotional health is crucial. Mastery of your inner landscape directly influences your interactions, problem-solving abilities, and stress management. Psychology emphasizes the importance of emotional regulation as it enables you to maintain composure in difficult situations and foster healthy relationships. When you master inner peace through intentional reprogramming, you empower yourself to navigate life's challenges with clarity and focus. This sense of calm transforms how you approach obstacles, leading to more constructive outcomes in both personal and professional spheres. To effectively reprogram your brain for inner peace, it is essential to engage with several core areas. First, mindfulness practice is a foundational technique. By incorporating mindfulness into your daily routine, you develop the ability to observe your thoughts and emotions without attachment. Through techniques like meditation or focused breathing, you create space between your thoughts and your reactions. As you cultivate this awareness, you learn to recognize when negative thought patterns arise, prompting you to respond with intention rather than impulse. Neuroscience shows that mindfulness practices can enhance activation in brain regions associated with emotional regulation, significantly reducing symptoms of anxiety and promoting overall well-being. Another important aspect of mastering inner peace is visualization. This technique involves picturing yourself in a serene environment or calmly managing stressful situations. Regularly engaging in visualization activates the brain's built-in ability to create new neural pathways. For example, before facing a potentially stressful event, like a presentation at work, spending a few moments visualizing yourself delivering that presentation with confidence can significantly uplift your mental state. When you visualize success, it prepares your brain, allowing you to approach the actual situation with a sense of determination and ease. Furthermore, self-compassion plays a critical role in achieving inner peace. When you foster self-compassion, you cultivate kindness toward yourself in moments of struggle. Begin by acknowledging that everyone encounters difficulties and that it is perfectly okay to experience negative emotions. Practicing self-compassion means offering to yourself the same support and understanding you would readily extend to a friend. Research in psychology demonstrates that this approach can significantly reduce emotional turmoil and enhance resilience. By learning to forgive yourself for perceived shortcomings and nurturing a mindset of acceptance, you create a strong foundation for inner tranquility. Additionally, engaging in daily gratitude exercises can further enhance your sense of peace. Take a few moments each day to reflect on aspects of your life that you appreciate, be they small joys or significant events. Focusing on gratitude shifts your mental state away from negative thought patterns and promotes an overall sense of well-being. Studies have shown that gratitude practices activate the brain's reward pathways, reinforcing positive emotional experiences and minimizing the impact of stress. As you embark on the journey to master inner peace through reprogramming, remember that self-discovery is a gradual process that requires patience and commitment. By engaging in these practices, you cultivate harmony within yourself and open the door to a profound understanding of your emotional landscape. Embrace each step of the journey, for it leads to a greater capacity for peace and resilience. With conscious effort and intentionality, you have the power to foster tranquility in your life and emerge balanced and fulfilled amidst even the most challenging circumstances. To effectively cultivate inner peace through reprogramming, it is vital to engage in practical exercises that fortify and reinforce the methods you have learned. One beneficial exercise is the practice of daily mindfulness meditation. To begin, set aside a quiet space where you can sit comfortably. Close your eyes and direct your attention to your breath, allowing thoughts to come and go as you focus on inhaling and exhaling. Aim for 5 to 10 minutes each day, gradually increasing the duration as you become more comfortable. This practice works by enhancing emotional regulation and decreasing stress response through increased activation in the prefrontal cortex, an area linked to decision-making and impulse control. Imagine starting your day with this clarity. Simply taking a few minutes can prepare you for a hectic work environment, allowing you to respond to challenges calmly instead of being swept away by anxiety. Over time, this daily ritual not only strengthens your capacity for inner peace, but also equips you with the resilience to handle life's uncertainties. Another impactful technique is the peace anchoring method. When feelings of anxiety or stress arise, find a physical object that you can use as an anchor, such as a small stone or a piece of jewelry. Each time you touch or focus on this object, allow yourself to remember a time when you felt exceptionally peaceful or content. Start by holding the object while visualizing this peaceful moment, immersing yourself in the emotional state associated with it. This exercise harnesses the power of emotional associations, creating a direct link between the tactile feel of the object and the desired feeling of calm. As you practice this, whether in a moment of overwhelm at work or during a stressful social gathering, the object can ground you, bringing your focus back to a serene mindset, making it easier to handle stressful situations with grace and composure. Additionally, utilize guided imagery to reinforce inner peace. Set aside time where you can find a comfortable position and close your eyes. Begin by visualizing a favorite place where you feel safe and relaxed, such as a tranquil beach or a serene forest. Picture every detail vividly, from the sights and sounds to the scents associated with that space. By doing this, you invoke sensory memories that trigger relaxation responses in your brain. Research supporting guided imagery techniques indicates that they can significantly aid in reducing anxiety and promoting emotional stability. Imagine preparing for a stressful meeting by retreating into this peaceful space for just a few moments. It gives your mind respite, allowing you to approach the meeting with renewed calm and clarity. Incorporating loving-kindness meditation into your routine can yield profound effects on your emotional landscape. This involves dedicating time to extending love and kindness first to yourself and then to others. Start by reciting phrases like, "May I be safe, may I be happy, may I be healthy, may I live with ease," and gradually include others into your thoughts until the room is filled with warmth and compassion. This method works by not only enhancing your emotional resilience, but also fostering empathy toward yourself and those around you. Especially in moments of frustration with coworkers or loved ones, this exercise reshapes your emotional responses, creating a peaceful environment that encourages understanding and supportive relationships. Finally, engage in journaling, focusing specifically on your journey towards inner peace. Spend time each evening reflecting on the day and documenting your emotions, experiences, and growth. Consider questions like, what triggered my peace today, and what disrupted it? This reflective practice reinforces not only the insights you've gained, but also psychological mechanisms that support emotional healing and growth. Results indicate that journaling fosters emotional regulation and helps people process feelings, leading to improved mental health. Using this technique consistently allows you to track your development towards peace, laying the groundwork for personal empowerment and emotional clarity. As you explore and incorporate these exercises into your daily life, recognize that achieving inner peace is not an instantaneous outcome. It is a continuous journey. Each practice you undertake reinforces your ability to maintain serenity in the face of external chaos. Commit to this journey wholeheartedly and witness how the cultivation of mindfulness, loving-kindness, and emotional reflection enriches your life. For ongoing advice and encouragement, please subscribe to my channel, Limbic Shift, where you will find a community of support aimed at enhancing emotional well-being and collaborative growth. Embracing this path not only transforms your inner landscape, but also creates a ripple effect that positively influences your relationships and overall quality of life. Chapter 10. The Bridge Between Emotion and Success. Have you ever considered how your emotional state influences your ability to succeed in various aspects of life? Recognizing the bridge between emotion and success is a critical skill that can determine the outcomes of your goals and aspirations. In this chapter, we will delve into how emotions are not merely fleeting feelings. They serve as powerful drivers of your behavior and decision-making processes. By understanding this intricate relationship, you can harness your emotions to propel you toward success instead of allowing them to hinder your progress. Effectively managing your emotional landscape can be transformative, shaping both personal and professional trajectories in profound ways. At the core of this discussion lies the interaction between the subconscious mind and emotional intelligence. Emotions are tied to deeply embedded beliefs and experiences housed within the subconscious. When confronted with challenges, a well-regulated emotional state allows you to respond in ways that foster growth and adaptation. However, unresolved emotions or negative thought patterns can lead to automatic responses that impede your ability to achieve your objectives. Engaging with the emotional aspects of your experience means doing the reflective work necessary to illuminate often overlooked barriers that prevent you from recognizing and harnessing your full potential. The importance of bridging emotion with success cannot be overstated. Personal growth is tightly interwoven with emotional health. The ability to effectively process and manage emotions directly correlates with how well you handle setbacks, pursue your objectives, and engage with others. Neuroscience research emphasizes that the limbic system, which processes emotions, profoundly influences the prefrontal cortex, the region responsible for higher-order thinking, planning, and decision-making. Thus, effective emotional regulation facilitates clearer thinking and more strategic decision-making, both of which are pivotal for achieving success in any domain. To master the bridge between emotion and success, developing emotional awareness is essential. This involves tuning in to your emotions as they arise, observing them without judgment, and recognizing how they influence your thoughts and actions. Practicing mindfulness allows you to become the observer of your emotional states, rather than a prisoner of them. Imagine preparing for a significant business presentation. By practicing mindfulness techniques in the days leading up to it, you cultivate an awareness of any anxiety or fear that may surface. This proactive approach creates space for developing strategies to channel those feelings positively, ultimately enhancing your performance. Additionally, practicing reframing is imperative in shifting perceptions of your emotions. When encountering challenges, Consciously ask yourself how you can interpret the situation differently. Let's say you receive critical feedback from your manager during a review. Instead of viewing it as a personal setback, you might reframe this as an opportunity for growth and learning. This cognitive reframing leverages neuroplasticity, illustrating how it is possible to create new, healthier thought patterns that can modify your emotional responses, thereby breaking the cycle of negativity. Studies indicate that when individuals consistently practice reframing, they experience increased resilience and adaptability in stress-laden situations, setting the groundwork for sustained success. Another vital subtopic in bridging emotions with success is the practice of emotional regulation techniques. Start developing strategies for managing intense emotions during taxing moments. For instance, if you encounter a frustrating setback, try deep breathing exercises or engage in physical activity to release pent-up energy and tension. This method can activate your parasympathetic nervous system, fostering a calmer state that enhances rational thinking and creativity. Research showcases that individuals who utilize effective regulation techniques enjoy improved focus, productivity, and overall emotional health. Finally, enhancing emotional intelligence is an integral part of creating this bridge. Becoming emotionally intelligent means developing the ability to understand, recognize, and manage your emotions and those of others. Cultivating empathy not only enriches your relationships, but also empowers you in your pursuits, as you become attuned to the emotional currents that impact collaboration and teamwork. As your emotional intelligence grows, so too does your capacity for effective communication and leadership, both crucial components for achieving long-term success. The journey toward mastering the bridge between emotion and success is an ongoing exploration of self-discovery and improvement. Engaging with your emotions allows you to redefine your relationship with challenges, encouraging a mindset of growth and resilience. Embrace this transformative journey, and remember that your emotional landscape holds immense power as you navigate the path toward success. By prioritizing emotional awareness, reframing, emotional regulation, and emotional intelligence, you will fundamentally shape your future and enhance the richness of your personal and professional experiences. To effectively integrate your understanding of the bridge between emotion and success, let's engage in several actionable exercises that you can incorporate into your daily life. One vital exercise is the emotional diary. Begin by setting aside time each evening to reflect on your emotional experiences throughout the day. Write down the key events that triggered emotional responses, noting how you felt and how you reacted. This practice works because it increases emotional awareness and promotes reflection. Two critical aspects of emotional intelligence. For example, if a stressful situation in a meeting upset you, documenting your feelings and responses encourages you to analyze what happened and recognize patterns that can be disrupted. Over time, you'll begin to see connections between your emotional states and your performance, giving you the tools to manage your reactions more effectively. Another impactful technique is positive visualization. Take a quiet moment each day to visualize upcoming situations that generally trigger stress or anxiety, such as presentations or difficult conversations. Picture yourself navigating these situations with confidence and ease. This technique works by utilizing the brain's ability to visualize success, which activates the same neural pathways as when you actually perform these tasks. Suppose you have a presentation scheduled. As you visualize yourself delivering it smoothly while engaging your audience, this mental rehearsal creates a sense of familiarity that can reduce anxiety. Positive visualization not only enhances your performance, but also boosts self-assurance, which translates directly into your personal and professional interactions. You can also practice emotion-focused journaling to deepen your emotional insights. Choose a specific emotion like fear or frustration and allow yourself to write freely about any experiences linked to that emotion. Describe how it feels in your body when it typically arises and any beliefs associated with it. This method works because expressing emotions through writing can lead to deeper insight and emotional release. For instance, if you often feel frustration during team meetings, exploring this emotion in your journal can reveal underlying beliefs related to respect and validation. Transforming your frustrations into insights empowers you to pinpoint changes in your mindset and approach in future situations, enhancing both your clarity and emotional resilience. In addition, employ the technique of mindful breathing when you encounter emotional challenges during the day. When faced with a stressful situation, pause for a moment and take 3 deep, intentional breaths. Inhale deeply through your nose, hold for a moment, and then exhale slowly through your mouth. This practice is effective because it activates the body's relaxation response, reducing the fight-or-flight instinct that the limbic system may trigger. Each deep breath brings you back to a state of calm, enabling you to regain control of your emotions. For example, before entering a challenging meeting, taking a moment for mindful breathing can center your thoughts, allowing you to approach the conversation with clarity rather than anxiety. This simple technique reinforces your ability to manage stress more effectively, which is pivotal to success. Lastly, implement a routine of affirmation practice in the mornings to build self-efficacy. Create a list of affirmations that resonate with your personal goals and emotional well-being, such as "I am confident in my abilities," or "I respond to challenges with grace and poise." Each morning, spend a few moments reciting these affirmations aloud. This exercise works because it helps rewire your brain, promoting a positive self-image and enhancing emotional regulation. As you consistently affirm your strengths, you reshape the narrative you tell yourself, which cultivates confidence over time. Imagine facing challenges at work with the mindset that you inherently possess the qualities required to navigate them. This belief can lead to improved performance practically overnight. As you begin implementing these exercises into your everyday life, remember the significance each holds as part of your journey towards mastering the connection between emotion and success. Each actionable step reinforces the understanding that your emotional state profoundly influences your path. The way you engage with your feelings determines how effectively you pursue your goals and foster healthy relationships in your life. Embrace the process and consistently practice these techniques while also acknowledging the importance of patience and persistence. For further insights and encouragement along your journey, make sure to subscribe to my channel, Limbic Shift, where a wealth of resources awaits to continue empowering your transformative quest toward success and emotional health. Your dedication to this journey is the key to unlocking a life filled with purpose, clarity, and authentic achievement. Chapter 11. Releasing control and embracing flow. Have you ever found yourself clinging tightly to your plans, only to realize that the more you resist change, the more stressed and frustrated you become? Releasing control and embracing flow are essential skills that allow you to navigate the unpredictable currents of life with grace and resilience. In this chapter, we will explore the importance of surrendering the illusion of control and how doing so can lead you to a more fulfilling and harmonious experience of life. Recognizing that flow is a state of being, accessible to everyone, invites a transformative approach to managing emotions, making decisions, and achieving personal growth. This concept connects closely to the subconscious mind, where many of our beliefs about control originate. Often, our desire to hold on to control stems from a deep-seated instinct to protect ourselves from uncertainty. We become attached to our ideas of how things should be, creating a rigid framework that ultimately stifles our growth and happiness. The emotional landscape, intertwined with our conscious thoughts and subconscious beliefs, reinforces these control mechanisms. When faced with unexpected changes, our limbic system, the emotional brain, immediately reacts with fear or anxiety, pushing us further toward the need for control. By fostering an environment that values flexibility and adaptability, we can rewire these automatic responses and cultivate a sense of peace amidst chaos. Releasing control is crucial not only for emotional well-being, but also for personal and professional success. This mindset opens doors to creativity, collaboration, and unexpected opportunities. Neuroscience emphasizes the concept of neuroplasticity, which allows us to form new connections in response to shifting circumstances. When we let go of rigid beliefs about control, we activate areas of the brain responsible for problem-solving and adaptability, enabling us to approach challenges with an open mind and a positive outlook. Embracing flow brings with it a sense of relief. The burden of responsibility to orchestrate every detail is lifted, allowing for a more organic progression of events. To effectively master the art of releasing control and embracing flow, cultivating a few essential practices is beneficial. First, practice mindful acceptance. Begin by acknowledging your feelings of discomfort or anxiety when faced with uncertainty. Instead of resisting these emotions, sit with them and recognize that they are valid. This practice fosters a sense of self-compassion and empowers you to respond to discomfort with grace rather than avoidance. For instance, during a time of unexpected change at work, allowing yourself to feel uncertain can cultivate creativity and problem-solving skills, as you open your mind to new possibilities instead of being locked in the constraints of your initial plans. Another crucial practice involves experimenting with vulnerability. Breaking the cycle of control often means stepping into the unknown. Consciously choose situations that push you outside your comfort zone, allowing yourself to experience the outcome with an open heart and mind. Try attending networking events, engaging in conversations with strangers, or tackling new projects in your personal or professional life. Allowing yourself to be vulnerable not only builds emotional resilience, but also invites surprise and spontaneity into your life. Psychological research shows that vulnerability enhances creativity and trust, reinforcing valuable connections with others as you navigate opportunities together. Additionally, nurture a beginner's mind approach. This practice requires you to approach life with curiosity and openness, allowing you to remain receptive to learning at every turn. Let go of preconceived notions and expectations, and foster a willingness to explore new experiences as they unfold. Imagine tackling a new hobby like painting or gardening. Seeing the process as an adventure rather than a goal with fixed results helps to alleviate the pressure of perfection while encouraging personal exploration. Embracing a beginner's mindset invites flow, facilitating joyful engagement as you discover new passions and avenues for growth. Integrating gratitude into your daily routine can further support your journey of letting go. Each evening, take a moment to reflect on unexpected outcomes or enjoyments from the day. Recognizing the beauty and spontaneity reminds you that not everything needs to be tightly controlled. Engaging in this reflection amplifies feelings of positivity and openness, creating a foundation for deeper connections and experiences moving forward. As you explore the practices of releasing control and embracing flow, remain committed to this journey of self-discovery. Your emotional landscape will be enriched, allowing for more profound connections and personal transformation. By opening yourself to uncertainty, you enhance not only your capacity for resilience, but also your ability to thrive in ways you previously deemed impossible. Embrace this opportunity for growth, and engage with the ebb and flow of life as a powerful partner on your path to personal mastery. For continued insights and support, be sure to subscribe to my channel, Limbic Shift, where you will find a community dedicated to empowerment and transformation, encouraging you to embrace change and flow in your life journey. To effectively embrace the skill of releasing control and nurturing flow in your life, several actionable exercises can provide instant application of these concepts. One powerful exercise is practicing surrender journaling. Each evening, set aside a few minutes to reflect on the day's events and notice the aspects where you felt a need for control. Write about these experiences and consciously express your desire to let go of the need to manage every outcome. This exercise works because it externalizes your thoughts and emotions, providing clarity and release. For example, if you felt anxious about an upcoming meeting, jotting down your fears allows you to openly confront them, reflecting on the fact that the outcome is not solely within your control. Over time, this practice fosters emotional resilience and encourages a sense of peace, aiding your ability to respond more openly and adaptively in future situations. Another valuable technique is to engage in flow mindfulness. Set a timer for 10 minutes during which you engage in an activity that you usually approach with a tight grip on perfectionism, whether that's drawing, dancing, or working on a project. Focus solely on the experience without worrying about the end result. Acknowledge any thoughts of judgment that arise, but simply let them pass like clouds in a sky. This technique works by cultivating a sense of presence, shifting your focus from performance to participation. For instance, when you focus purely on the act of painting rather than the finished piece, the process becomes more enjoyable and fulfilling. This exercise enhances creativity, reduces performance anxiety, and increases your enjoyment, allowing for a deeper connection to your experience. Incorporating gratitude flow into your daily routine can also be transformative. Each morning, choose 3 things you appreciate in your life and write them down, making sure to feel the emotions associated with each one. This practice can effectively create a foundation of positivity and acceptance that supports a more open mindset throughout the day. As neuroscience research shows, gratitude increases dopamine and serotonin levels, improving emotional well-being and resilience. For instance, by acknowledging small things like a beautiful sunrise or a supportive friend, you shift your focus away from things you can't control, fostering a mindset of abundance. This simple act encourages clarity and openness to life's experiences, enhancing your emotional landscape. You might also consider acceptance affirmations to reinforce an open mindset. Create a list of affirmations focused on acceptance, such as, "I embrace uncertainty," or "I find peace in letting go." Recite these affirmations each day, especially before entering challenging situations. This practice works by engaging your subconscious, promoting a foundational mindset that prioritizes acceptance. Emotional biases often prioritize negative perceptions of uncertainty. By actively affirming openness, you encourage neural pathways that support adaptive responses. Imagine entering a family gathering with these affirmations. As you repeat them, your feelings of anxiety dissipate, increasing your capacity to engage authentically and freely with your loved ones. Additionally, engaging in and letting go rituals can serve as a powerful regular practice. Choose a specific time or space in which to perform a symbolic act of letting go. For example, write down a fear or a situation that has been bothering you on paper and then securely burn it or tear it up. This physical release acts as a metaphor for releasing the weight of control and attachment to the issue. Psychologically, rituals create a sense of closure and transition. By embodying the act of releasing something physically, you affirm the emotional shift by demonstrating your willingness to surrender control. Such practices help pave the way for emotional freedom and growth, enhancing your overall emotional resilience and connection to life's flow. As you implement these exercises into your daily life, remind yourself that the journey of releasing control and embracing flow is an evolving process. Each actionable step reinforces your ability to navigate uncertainty with grace and adaptability. By embracing practices like surrender journaling, flow mindfulness, gratitude flow, acceptance affirmations, and letting go rituals, you strengthen your capacity for emotional diagnostics and improve relationships, confidence, and clarity in decision-making. For continuous support and insights as you progress on this journey, subscribe to my channel Limbic Shift, where you'll find resources and community encouragement tailored to help you thrive. Your commitment to this path will ultimately enrich your experience and enable you to navigate life's unpredictability with ease and confidence. Chapter 12. The Freedom of a Renewed Mindset. Have you ever wondered how your thoughts can create either a prison or a palette for your reality? The freedom of a renewed mindset is essential for unlocking your potential and transforming your life's narrative. In this chapter, we will explore how actively cultivating a renewed mindset can enable you to break free from limiting beliefs and embrace new possibilities. A renewed mindset is rooted in the conscious reprogramming of your thoughts, allowing you to view challenges as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles. Understanding how to cultivate this mindset equips you for a transformative journey toward enhancing your emotional and psychological well-being. The underlying paradigm of transforming your mindset connects deeply with the subconscious mind. Many of our automatic thought patterns and emotional responses arise from beliefs formed in our early experiences. These ingrained beliefs can sometimes act as shackles, hindering our ability to see beyond limitations. The brain's limbic system, responsible for emotional processing, plays a pivotal role in this dynamic. When confronted with a challenge, our subconscious often draws from past experiences, feeding us fears and doubts that lead to negative thinking. However, the liberating truth is that, through intentional practice, you can rewire these ingrained habits and foster a mindset that reinforces your capabilities and resilience. The significance of adopting a renewed mindset extends beyond mere positive thinking. It is vital for personal growth and achieving success in all areas of life. By attuning ourselves to our thoughts, we activate the brain's neuroplasticity, which allows for new connections and pathways to form. Rather than succumbing to self-limiting beliefs or irrational fears, you can build a framework that elevates your aspirations and emotional regulation. Each thought we entertain becomes a thread in the tapestry of our reality, shaping not only how we perceive our environment but also how we interact with it. To master the art of nurturing a renewed mindset, it is critical to first cultivate self-awareness. Engage in regular reflection, assessing your prevailing beliefs about yourself and your abilities. Start by noting situations that lead you to doubt yourself or react negatively. By journaling your thoughts during these moments, you create a tangible record of your feelings and beliefs. This technique serves as an initial step toward recognizing the inconsistencies between your potential and your self-imposed limitations. For instance, if you struggle with perfectionism, documenting the thoughts that accompany this struggle illuminates the fear driving your behavior. Recognizing these thoughts empowers you to challenge and ultimately replace them with healthier beliefs. Another essential subtopic in cultivating a renewed mindset is the practice of gratitude. By dedicating time daily to acknowledge what you are grateful for, regardless of the size, you cement a sense of positivity in your subconscious. Neuroscience research demonstrates that gratitude activates the brain's reward pathways, releasing neurotransmitters that promote feelings of happiness and well-being. After a long day, instead of focusing solely on frustrations or disappointments, shift your attention to moments of connection or joy. This shift not only enriches your emotional landscape, but also reinforces the belief that there is much to appreciate, encouraging resilience in the face of adversity. Engaging in goal setting with a growth-oriented mindset is another vital aspect of renewal. Begin by identifying short-term and long-term goals while remaining flexible in your approach. Focus on the process rather than just the outcome. When setbacks arise, view them as opportunities to learn rather than reasons to give up. For example, if you are working toward a career advancement and face a rejection, rather than internalizing that as failure, consider the feedback offered as an avenue for improvement. This mentality fosters an adaptive mindset and encourages exploration, a critical ingredient for achieving success. Additionally, consider practicing visualization techniques to reinforce your renewed mindset. Imagine yourself successfully navigating various aspects of your life. Envision achieving goals, engaging positively with others, and embracing challenges with confidence. This mental rehearsal allows you to strengthen neural pathways associated with these experiences, reducing feelings of anxiety and fostering a greater sense of self-assurance when engaging with real-life challenges. As you proceed on the journey toward developing a renewed mindset, remember that your thoughts possess immense power. By fostering self-awareness, engaging in gratitude, setting growth-oriented goals, and practicing visualization, you pave the way toward increasing emotional resilience and achieving lasting success. Embracing this mindset empowers you to rewrite your life's narrative, liberating you from limitations and inviting new possibilities. Allow your newfound perspective to transform not just how you view yourself, but how you engage with the world, and relish the growth that accompanies each step toward embracing a renewed mindset. To fully embrace a renewed mindset, several actionable exercises will guide you to apply the concepts you've learned and foster real change in your daily life. One effective exercise is affirmation writing. Begin by selecting a quiet space where you can write without distractions. Take a few moments to reflect on the negative beliefs or self-doubts you wish to transform. Once you have them in mind, craft positive affirmations that directly counter these limiting beliefs. For example, if you often think, "I am not capable of learning new skills," rewrite it as, "I am open to learning and growing every day." Repeat these affirmations daily, ideally in front of a mirror, engaging with the emotions behind the words you speak. This method works by reinforcing positive neural pathways in your brain that nudge you away from negative self-talk, rebuilding your confidence. Imagine preparing for a challenging task at work. Affirming your abilities helps cement a positive mindset, so when challenges arise, you are empowered to face them rather than retreating to self-doubt. Another practical technique is vision board creation. To implement this exercise, gather images and items that resonate with your goals and the life you desire to create. Arrange these pieces on a poster board or a digital platform where you will regularly see them. Allocate time each day to engage with your vision board, visually connecting to your goals and aspirations as if they are already underway. This exercise works because visually articulating your future taps into the power of the subconscious mind, promoting motivation and clarity about your desired outcomes. For example, envisioning photographs of experiences you wish to achieve, such as travel or professional successes, fosters a sense of accountability and excitement, keeping you aligned with your personal journey. Over time, this visual reinforcement encourages a proactive approach to working toward those goals, enhancing overall commitment and emotional resilience. Engaging in gratitude reflection serves as another important practice. Each night, take a moment to jot down 3 things you are grateful for. Delve beyond the surface. Reflect on how these aspects connect to your emotional journey toward achieving your goals. This practice helps facilitate a state of appreciation, reducing negativity and promoting emotional regulation. For instance, if you express gratitude for supportive colleagues or a recent accomplishment, you actively cultivate a positive emotional atmosphere in your mind. Studies in psychology demonstrate that practicing gratitude enhances levels of happiness and reduces feelings of stress and frustration. This simple shift enhances your emotional resilience, allowing you to respond to challenges with a renewed sense of optimism. Additionally, consider implementing future self-visualizations. Allow yourself to imagine who you will be in 6 months or a year if you successfully embody your renewed mindset. Create a mental picture of your future self achieving goals and living in alignment with your values. Spend time feeling the emotions associated with that successful self, such as joy, confidence, and fulfillment. This technique works by activating the brain's reward pathways associated with positive outcomes. For example, imagining yourself succeeding at a job promotion can create a powerful emotional experience, reinforcing the belief that achieving this vision is possible. Such visualization strengthens your motivation. When faced with daily challenges, the emotional connection to your future self drives strategic actions over avoidance. Lastly, employ positive self-talk check-ins as a daily practice. Schedule a reminder at different intervals throughout your day to pause and evaluate your self-talk. Notice any negative or limiting thoughts creeping in. As you observe these thoughts, consciously replace them with positive affirmations or constructive alternatives. For instance, if you find yourself thinking, "I can't handle this workload," change it to, "I am capable and I will tackle this step by step." This practice works by increasing self-awareness and cognitive flexibility. Over time, this exercise reinforces a more empowering internal dialogue, which translates into increased confidence in your professional and personal life. As you integrate these exercises into your daily routine, remember that fostering a renewed mindset is an ongoing journey filled with opportunities for growth and resilience. Each practice serves to strengthen your emotional intelligence while reinforcing your ability to navigate life's challenges effectively. For continued support and resources that will inspire you on this journey of self-discovery and renewal, subscribe to my channel, Limbic Shift, where you'll find a wealth of insights and community encouragement tailored to help elevate your emotional well-being. Embrace the power of your renewed mindset and watch as it transforms your experiences and interactions, enabling you to fully realize your potential. As we conclude this journey, it's essential to remember that emotional mastery is within your reach. By embracing the practices of emotional awareness, reprogramming your beliefs, and cultivating inner peace, you empower yourself to navigate life's complexities with confidence and resilience. Your emotions are powerful tools for growth, and harnessing them can lead to profound personal transformation. Now is the time to take action. Integrate these techniques into your daily life and witness their impact firsthand. Thank you for dedicating your time to explore these vital concepts with us. Remember, every small step you take brings you closer to your best self. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, Limbic Shift. Together, we can continue this empowering journey towards emotional intelligence and fulfillment. Embrace the possibilities ahead and take charge of your life today.